All right. So on March 20th, we saw Kevin Holland fight Derek Brunson. Unfortunately, the fight didn't go his way. Took a lot of heat, too much talking, too much joking around afterwards. 2 days later, I spoke to him about maybe taking a bit of a break, maybe going to San Jose, training with AKA, maybe going down to 170. There were a lot of things up in the air. And now here we are on April 5th. He's about to headline the second show on ABC in just 5 days, accepted the fight a few days ago after Darren Till had to withdraw from the Marvin Vettori fight. Kevin, what happened? What happened to taking some time off? What happened to going to AKA?
We had a game plan, and they asked me to fight. I always tell you guys, whatever the company wants me to do, the company needed me to step up, and I stepped up. So that's what I do. It's like I do my job. So that was a job, and I'm doing my job. After this is over, we'll go back to the drawing board and work on some things, because no matter what happens, there's still things that needs to be worked on. We can always be a better martial artist. We can always be a better individual. So there's still things to work on, but we'll worry about those after we get done with Marvin Vettori.
So was this your idea or was this their idea? Did they reach out to you first?
I mean, it popped up in the air. And so, of course, I let them know you can always call me, Trailblazer. They like to say call Big Mouth, but on this one, I like to think they're calling Trailblazer. So just go out there and get the job done, Go out there and blaze that trail. That's the only goal in mind, blaze the trail.
What's the difference between Big Mouth and Trailblazer?
Everybody has alter egos. At least I like to think everybody else does, so I don't think I'm crazy. But it's like a Trailblazer just there's a little bit more action with Trailblazer. You know what I mean? Trailblazer is a little bit more zeroed in, just a little bit more focused. Big Mouth is a little bit more for entertainment. Trailblazer still talks, but he's definitely more focused in. I think Big Mouth was just created, it's just I ran with it, But Trailblazer is just something I've always been, So
the guy who fought Derek Brunson, was that Big Mouth or Trailblazer?
That was me having a good time. No excuses. The guy who fought Derek Brunson came up. I called him Bumpskin the whole time I came up the bum that night. So props to that man. But after I get done with Marvin Vettori, granted that goes a special way. I get one more, and it's kind of like inevitable. I kind of get that rematch. You know what I mean? He's probably like, heck no, I'll retire before I get that rematch. But we'll get it one way or another. Even if I got to do it on a video game, we'll get it.
Is it wild to you that, you lost that fight, you took all that heat, all that stuff, and now you're headlining a show on ABC in the main event? Like, is this a little strange for you?
No. If there was any other middleweight that could have stepped up and did it, they would have did it. If there was a couple 170-pound guys that weren't scared of the big task in Marvin Vettori, they would have did it. I'm just the guy with the cojones in the company that's willing to do what needs to be done. And so therefore I'm stepping up on this one and I'm getting the job done,
I think you came off really well when we spoke a couple of days later. You handled the loss really well, but I'm wondering, just internally, away from the spotlight, how much did that loss sting? How much did it bother you?
It's gonna bother me until I get it back. Every single loss bothers you until you get it back, and that's if you ever get it back. I've never had a rematch in my career, so it's like you never know. But yeah, it stings. It still sucks. You still think about it. You're gonna think about it. You know what I mean? And it's a constant reminder of what not to be doing. You got to zero in. You got to focus. We'll focus on the next one. We'll get the job done.
Okay. And so the reason I asked you that was usually when you have a fight like that doesn't go your way, you have to sit on it for like 2, 3, 4 months until you get back in there. Here you are 3 weeks later on a bigger stage, right? ABC, national television. You can get rid of that feeling very quickly. Was that part of the appeal here?
No. The part of the appeal was just, getting back in there. You know what I mean? It's like they offered it and I'm like, it was there. I said, yeah, I'll take it. And it's like, no, I don't need to make myself feel better for that night or make anybody else feel better. But, and it is hard being a hunter who didn't get the kill, so it'd be nice to go out there and get the kill. It's like, it'd be nice to go out there and get the kill. There's no better way to put it than that. It's bigger scale, nicer scale, all that. It's same cage, just a different opponent. They're going to try and do the same thing. So different opponent, but it'll be fun.
Since the fight on March 20th, have you been active in the gym, or did you kind of, it would be understandable if you were taking some time off, relaxing. How active were you?
I had actually did my first day back in the gym. I took a week off. I typically do that. My first day back, like getting it. And then, you know, the fight was there. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. You know, like I still feel good. And we went and hit mitts and stuff like that. Of course, I didn't work on the wrestling, you know me. And we did 5 rounds on the mitts and then a couple rounds on the back. And I felt great. You know, I was like, man, I feel really good. And then, you know, the whole Marvin Vettori thing popped up with the Darren Till. And I was like, I'm here, you know. I wanted to step in for the Darren Till fight when he couldn't fight Jack Hermanson. So here I am doing it once again. So, you know, I guess like Kazmat said that one time, I'm the guy who cleans the rooms. You know what I mean? So I'm here to clean up the mess that Darren Till made when he got injured. You know what I mean? So sucks for him. But when you got a guy like me here, the janitor, it's always okay, right? It's always okay. You'll be all right when you got the janitor around.
Do you have to cut more weight than usual, or you didn't get too big?
No, I went. That week off, man. I had Howler Head. You know, I had some whiskey. You know, I had a couple tequilas, and I ate good food. I just ate good on Easter, but I'm still only 193 pounds. I'm just that guy. I don't gain a lot of weight, so it won't be a big weight cut. You know, it'll be good.
How do you feel about Marvin Vettori?
I feel like he's a they call him, you know, the big meathead who's learned how to fight. So it's going to be fun. You know, he has a very good coach. Once again, I'm going against a legendary coach in the game. So that'll be fun. You know, it's like it'll be really fun to go out there and do that. I think Marvin Vettori has grown a lot since Israel Adesanya lost. You know, so it'll be fun. You know, I hope he goes out there and tries to display some of his boxing, you know, but he might go out there with the Derek Brunson game plan and look for the takedown. Either way, it's going to be a good competitive night, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, considering how the Brunson fight went, are you expecting, you know, some takedown attempts very early on in this fight?
I'm expecting the grapple. I'm expecting the grapple. I'm definitely expecting the grapple, and I'm expecting, like Chael Sonnen said, not to just accept and invite it on. I'm looking to go in there and I'm looking to do my part actively. So, you know, and not just chipping away and striking from bottom. You know, I look to get on top and do some damage. So it's going to be really good. It's going to be competitive, fun, and we're definitely going in there looking for that kill. And it sucks riding home with no kill.
In your opinion, who's a tougher matchup, Brunson or Vettori?
Buongiorno ragazzuoli miei, il video continua in formato completo su Patreon, 17 minuti in totale, in cui Kevin Holland parla anche di Adesanya e dice precisamente come vuole sconfiggere Vettori. Trovate anche altri contenuti interessanti a soli 3 euro al mese. La main card inizierà sabato sera su DAZN dalle 9, c'è Mike Perry, c'è la bella Mackenzie Dern, ci sono tanti incontri interessanti, ma soprattutto il main event Vettori Holland inizierà probabilmente intorno alle 11, ma dipenderà dagli altri incontri. Per ora vi saluto, vi ringrazio e alla prossima. Ciao!